Cleveland Cavaliers. Can they overcome last year's playoff struggles? Injuries, questionable coaching choices, and lackluster performances at crucial moments. Does this sound like the Cleveland Cavaliers of the 2023-24 season, who barely managed to get past the struggling Orlando Magic? Or perhaps it echoes the 2022-2023 squad that stumbled against the New York Knicks. It's a hauntingly familiar narrative, and if the Cavs aren't careful, it could very well define the 2024-25 team as well. The Cavs' dramatic collapse in the final minute of Game 2 of the Eastern Conference semifinals felt like a replay of the last two seasons under J.B. Bickerstaff. Mistakes piled up like a bad dream, failing to inbound the ball, missing box outs on free throws, each blunder a dagger to their hopes of victory. Injuries have plagued the team, disrupting what could have been a smooth regular season. When the pressure was on, key players faltered. Jerome had a night to forget, shooting a dismal 1-14 from the field, his signature slow floater failing him completely. Meanwhile, Dean Wade and Isaac Okoro, stepping in for Evan Mobley and DeAndre Hunter, managed to score just 8 points combined. Although Donovan Mitchell, Jarrett Allen, and Max Strus held their ground in the starting lineup, they collectively racked up 11 turnovers and made critical mistakes in the clutch. Mitchell's dazzling 48-point performance went to waste, echoing last year's struggles when he was left to shoulder the offensive burden alone. The last 60 seconds of the game were a culmination of everything that has haunted this team. Strus, despite a playoff career high of 23 points, made a costly inbounds pass that was intercepted by Indiana with just 25 seconds left. Mitchell was called for a charge and failed to box out on another play, leading to a dunk that sealed their fate. Jerome's poor shooting loomed large. With so many key players sidelined, every basket counted. If he had just made one more shot, the outcome could have been drastically different. Even NBA Coach of the Year Kenny Atkinson deserves some scrutiny. He called a critical timeout with under 30 seconds left, just before the ball was inbound to Allen. That timeout could have been better spent challenging a foul call on Jerome or advancing the ball after Tyrese Halliburton hit a clutch three-pointer that ultimately won the game. Instead, the Cavs found themselves scrambling, forced to take a last-second shot with a mere 0.01% chance of success. Yet, despite all these setbacks, the Cavs still found themselves in a position to win, not once, but twice. This team has the talent to win the next two games in Indiana, but the real question is how they will respond to adversity. Last year's squad crumbled under pressure, with Mitchell once again carrying the offensive load while nursing a calf injury. This year's team is better equipped to share that burden, but the injury bug has struck at the worst possible time, and the late-game collapses are still haunting them. The mental weight is becoming heavier, and it's time for the Cavs to push back. With Garland out, Jerome needs to step up and play at his best. He must facilitate the offense, find his spots, and play smart defense. This is the bare minimum expected from a sixth man of the year candidate. Bad shooting nights happen, but his refusal to adapt and take on a facilitator role hurt the team. Shooting just 7% in a must-win game is unacceptable, and he should have utilized pick and rolls with Allen, a strategy that has worked well with Garland. Replacing Mobley, the NBA's Defensive Player of the Year, is no easy task. Dean Wade gave it his all, grabbing 10 rebounds while holding his assignment, Pascal Siakam, to just 12 points. However, Wade only attempted 4 shots, making just one. His ability to stretch the floor could have been more effectively utilized. Despite missing their all-star point guard, Defensive Player of the Year, and their best bench player, the Cavs are just a bad shooting night and 1 minute of disastrous play away from being up 2-0. That should spark a glimmer of hope as they head into an even more crucial game on Friday night. The Cavs and their fan base have often been overlooked by national media, but they proved their worth during the regular season. However, skepticism remains about their ability to maintain that level of play in the postseason. Right now, the Cavs are at risk of validating those doubts. With a remarkable 64-win regular season under their belt, the Cavs have shown they can dominate anyone at any time. It's time to prove that in Game 3, or face the disappointment of an early playoff exit.